Hello all and welcome back to my channel Meet CISO. I hope all of you are doing great. Today we are going to cover a very good topic, scoping and tailoring. This is a topic in which people do get confused, especially when they are working into the frameworks while selecting the controls. They get confused. What is the meaning of scoping? What is the definition of tailoring? So, after watching this video, that confusion will be gone forever, and you will be knowing what is the meaning of scoping, what is the use of it, what is the use of tailoring. Yeah. So, while talking about the framework, I have created a very good, very defined video on NIST framework. Click on the I button at the top right and watch the video if you are unaware of the NIST framework. But if you are, let's go to the next slide. Yeah. Anyways, for this video, it is not mandatory to watch that NIST framework. This is a very generic term. We'll be talking about controls, how to scope them and how to tailor them. But if you still want to learn about NIST framework, you can go ahead and watch that video. Let's go to the next slide. So, why? First of all, the question is why do we use scoping and tailoring? Yeah, it's very simple. It's very simple. Yeah, we should not follow a checklist. We should not just follow everything and take everything. Why? Right? Because we have to balance the risk. Let's say we have a limited resource, right? And we should not drain that resource. We have a limited resource and we should not drain that resource in the terms of manpower, in terms of money, in terms of time. We have everything limited, right? And we have to run our business. So if we take all the controls which is mentioned in the framework, then it will be very tough for us to implement all of them, right? So it's like over engineering, and that will also create blind spots for us. We have to do the strategic alignment so that we can implement everything, get our system audited, and we are very good to run the business. Now, let's first jump and understand what is scoping. So, scoping is like filtering the catalog, right? So let's say there are 100 controls, and we should not take all the 100 controls. What shall we do is we have to just go for, let's say, filter the catalog. How much we have to, how much understand which all the controls are relevant to our environment, to our technology, to our data types. For that we need to assess the context. Yeah, we need to evaluate the impact levels, system boundaries and operational reality. So on the basis of the assessing the context, we will filter the catalog and then we will scope the required controls. So let's say out of 100 we scoped 70 controls. We have removed the noise, right? We have cleared the clutter, and now we will only focus on that scoped controls. So that is scoping. I hope I'm able to explain this. Let me know in the comment section if you really still unable to understand what the scoping is. So once again, quickly, scoping is just filtering how much controls we require. We have 100 controls, let's say, mentioned in the framework. We need only 70 controls. Let's go for the tailoring. What is tailoring? Tailoring is like crafting the perfect fit. Now, let's say you have selected the 70 controls that we were discussing in the previous slide. So we have to align each control with our organization unique risk appetite. So every organization has the risk appetite. On the basis of that, we have to customize that particular control, and that is called as tailoring, right? If required, we should add the compensation control and refine the parameter so that particular threat landscape is avoided and addressed, we can say. So let's say if you just take that control, let's out of 70 there is one specific control which you take and you just implement, but that is not helping you to address your threat, and your system is still vulnerable to that particular threat, then it is of no use. In that case, you need to add the compensating control to it. You need to refine that particular control or tailor that particular control, and then you are good. to safeguard your system. So what we say at the end, you are an architect and not a collector. What is the meaning of this? You are not just collecting all the controls and just implementing it. You are an architect, you are just understanding your system and then you are implementing the controls accordingly. So that is what the tailoring is. Okay. So key takeaway here is scoping narrows the field, tailoring sharpens the edge. So, and both they should be used together. They transform compliance into genuine resilience. So if you do both together, then your system will be resilient to cyber attacks. Now, let's understand what you have learned from this video. Quickly, let me know in the comment section what is the correct answer for this question. Question 1. In the context of NIST control implementation, what best describes the difference between scoping and tailoring? A. Scoping means customizing controls. Tailoring means selecting relevant ones. Scoping means selecting applicable controls. Tailoring means adjusting them to fit organizational needs. Scoping and tailoring both means removing unnecessary controls. Scoping applies only to privacy controls while tailoring applies to security controls. So let me know the question number and the correct option A, B, C or D. Which one is the correct? Let's go to the next question. A healthcare organization is implementing NIST controls for its patient data management system. The team decides to include only these controls relevant to handling sensitive health information and then modify certain access control procedure to align with hospital workflows. Which statement best describes what the team is doing? Very good question, scenario based questions. Go through the question, pause this video, go through the question once again if you still want to read it carefully. Yeah. A. They are performing scoping and tailoring, selecting relevant controls and customizing them for their environment. They are conducting continuous monitoring, tracking control performance over time. They are performing risk assessment, identifying threats and vulnerabilities, or they are executing authorization, granting system access to users. Let me know in the comment box what is the correct answer. Thank you so much for being with me till the end of this session. I hope you have learned what is scoping and tailoring from this video. Do share this video with your colleagues and friends and let me know what next topic shall I create video on and which topic you want me to uh, make the video so that you learn and grow ahead in your profession. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.